program. Viewer discretion is advised.
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh, you touch my mind.
What is up? Welcome to the Lake Show here on Loki's Warnings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki, and my co-host is nowhere to be found. Stone up! What the hell are you doing? Get in here!
We're waiting on you. He's stuck in the chat. I think we gotta pull our focus together, and we can pull him out of the chat. You know, there's a couple times I was on Gator's stream, and he had to pull me out of the chat into the stream. So, yeah.
My God.
He was very strong. Yeah. I need to clip that.
Holy shit. Shellback! What is up, Shellback?
Hey, howdy.
I guess Dickless Dickies is still pissed off at me from last week.
What? Why?
Oh, because we kept giving him a hard time and kept roasting him all night long for being dickless.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, if he seemed like he was mad, it was probably just feign. You know, he's just feigning it, faking it, whatever the word is. Because you know he's used to it over on that other channel.
So. He may be dickless, but Charlie has no feet.
Right. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Where's his feet? Yeah.
Daryl says, before I leave, I need Machini to play something. I have no idea what he's talking about. Machini, do you know what Daryl's talking about? He says he needs you to play. He's like, fucking, I don't know. Holy shit. Okay, we've got the Rooster Day, Bob. If I'm pointing the right way, I don't even know if I'm pointing the right way.
You are.
Okay. Because to me, I'm pointing to the left. That's what I see. But
Wow.
yeah, it's so weird and screwed up. And then we've got Punk Waddle next today, Bob, the little sheriff. Punk Waddle, what is going on, man? How are you doing?
I'm good. Bird is the word.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, 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 bird. Bird is the word. Showback. TJC is right down there. Hopefully, I'm not pointing up. I'm pointing down. I don't know how this shit works anymore.
Right.
How you doing tonight, man?
I think if he's below you, you
Alright.
can safely point at your feet.
Hold on. Well, since Dave Bob's not gonna be a rooster tonight, by God, I will be.
Holy shit! Yes, we've the guy down there that's not making any noise that you see drawing. That's Mackany Draws, kicking ass, taking names. There he is. Peace.
Peaches!
Yes.
Peaches.
I love you.
Yeah.
Gonna make the panties drop, panties drop.
Oh, God.
Gonna make the panties drop, panties drop. Ooh, making panties drop, panties.
I'm going to show you right now, my panties are not going to drop.
Aw.
You got the wrong woman on the panel for that.
And of course, we've got Mary's Game Room, who does not want to play along with the joke of Mackany making panties drop. So Mackany invited me onto his birthday stream, and I proceeded to embarrass the shit out of Mackany because I was like, that first time Mackany showed his face, it was like every girl on the internet it was like a tidal wave of gush. Like Mackany came on and gonna make the panties drop, panties drop. Ooh, gonna make the panties drop, panties drop. And all the girls were just like, my word, is it hot in here? Am I just wet?
Well, I mean,
I made him stop drawing.
I don't know what's hot in here, but the humidity is rising.
I used to give Mackany crap because before I saw what he looked like, I would have sworn up and down that he was like a blonde-headed freaking surfer dude, like straight up, like Patrick Swayze off of freaking Point Break, right? And then it's like, oh crap, he's a black dude, it's like.
Not me. I thought like he'd have his like fingernails painted pink and like bubble gum, because he was always using the bubble gum avatar. I was like, maybe he's got like pigtails and his fingernails are painted pink. I didn't know until he showed his face. I was like, damn, okay, I've had it wrong this whole time.
I'm actually won't lie. I did think that
You got to turn your mic on, Matt.
before I ever heard Mackany speak, I only saw his avatar as Bubblegum, like on a panel, and I always thought he was a girl. I'm sorry.
He's like, I didn't come here for this shit.
We love you, bro.
We love you,
We
Peaches.
do. We love you, Peaches. Holy crap. Let us say hi to everybody real quick. Oh my Lord. Thank you guys so much for being here. We've got the lovely Leia Rose. Good evening, Leia. Papa Cotton's in the chat. Mackany Draws. It's like, hail. Pop goes the world and the world goes pop, right? We've got Snowdub. Snowdub.
Hey.
There you are.
Sorry I'm late. Snow Kid's got a buddy spending the night tonight, so I'm trying to make sure they don't burn down the house downstairs.
Burning down the house. The house burnt down.
2 13-year-olds in my house. You know how that can go.
Shit. I'm surprised you're not sneaking out and trying to go to a girl's house.
They're talking about them. I caught that.
Oh, I bet. That's what I did. Dude, I tell you what, when you pull up to your parents' house at 13 years old and you're in a cop car, in the back of a cop car, and the cop goes up, knocks on the door, wakes your dad up, and he goes, "No, it's not my son. He's in bed."
Whoops.
Oops.
I was smart though in high school. I latched on to a cheerleader and had a relationship all through high school, and I highly recommend that because we got to go to homecoming together, prom together. You know, it was nice. You know, having a high school sweetheart. But of course, right after high school, I dumped her because she wanted to have kids right away, and I'm like, nope, that's not gonna work for me. Not at 18. So, but it was fun while we were in high school.
Question for the panel. Oh ho. Loki
Hoes in this
bet the
house?
rap, not the ride.
Loki raps?
No.
I was gonna say that's news to me.
Dagger's like, busted. Yeah, I was busted. I was coming back because she called me and she was like, my parents aren't home. If you want to come over, now's the time. And I was like, I'm there. I get over there, and who the fuck answers her door? Her mom. And she's like, it's like midnight. She's not coming out to play. Go away. And I was like, shit. So I ride my bike all the way back, and I was like, man, I was like a quarter mile from the house. Woo! Shit. And the cop, I got a smart mouth. I got a smart mouth. And he was like, why the hell are you out here after midnight? I said, the chain popped off my bike. And I was looking for it because it was dark and I couldn't find it in the dark. And he goes, why didn't you just tell me that to begin with? I said, you didn't ask. Apparently that was the wrong thing to say.
Funny. Shout out to Mariella in the chat. Thanks for staying up late.
Mariella, what is up? In high school, I was a punk rocker. I was a metalhead.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we lost McAnee.
Nope.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
Signal
Like
drop.
I said, punk rockers, metalheads, and potheads. That's who I hung out with. Look how I turned out.
Squeaka! She says, hail panel, hail chat, can't stay, but wishing everyone a super weekend. I hope you have a super weekend, Squeaka. Thank you so very much for the $20 super chat. First super chat of the night. What should we give Squeaka? What should we give Squeaka? Should we burn
Booty
it down?
break.
Burning down the house.
I don't have a booty break on here.
Wrong channel. Sorry.
Oh, I know.
Give her a spanking. I mean, whoop, did I say that out loud?
I know.
Sorry.
We do have a cotton skull. Skull!
Have a great trip. Here I go.
God, that movie has infinite amount of skulls in it. I would have used the cow one, but Snowdub's got it.
It's also got a lot of this.
That's right.
So
Silly string.
Wait, you're packing?
Speaker, what is up, Brian? Dude, just coming in from outside doing yard work.
He must be on the west
What the
coast.
hell? Yeah, but
What is
still,
it?
it's like 8:30 on the left coast.
Is that his
What?
Borealis showing?
What is that movie? What movie is that from? That is from, God, I can't remember the name of it now. It's the Jim Henson's
Brian Henson.
Brian Henson.
It's not this the Happy Time Murders.
Happy Time Murders. The Happy Time Murders.
Let's say Muppet
Thank
Murders,
you.
but yeah. Happy
God,
Time.
thank you, Project Cambrian.
And it flopped, unfortunately, which sucks.
Because it had fucking what's her name in it.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
What's her
that
bitch?
was probably. I mean, she was in everything, and around that time, and I think that was the reason why it flopped because the puppets and everything else, it was just when you have a bad fleshy, it really brings down the show. I see.
Yep.
Well, who, her, who?
Ghostbusters 2016 chick.
Melissa McCarthy.
Alyssa McCarthy, thank you.
Ah,
He's
Yeah.
Dude, I got dragged to what was it? I didn't know she was in it. It was identity theft. And I was like, man, I really like the dude in that movie. He's in Ozark, but I fucking hate her. She just killed it. She wasn't funny. Melissa McCarthy, thank you.
She's been all right in some things, but like
She wasn't all right in that. God help
I
me.
usually just don't like female comedians in general.
Clean up, aisle 4.
She's got a point. She's got a point. You can list off a dozen, awesome male comedians before you get to one female. You
Yep.
know, nothing against the women out there, but men just do it a little better.
Let's see, what do we got here? Best female comedian. Because I can't even.
I'd say probably Carol Burnett is one of the top picks. I would.
Yeah, like old school female, yeah,
Right.
but
Yes.
or like Lucille Ball, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like anything new that came out of like
Chrissy
SNL.
Oh no.
Yeah, not
I
so
think
much.
there are some there, and I've seen little bits and blurbs on YouTube and other clips of people that are actually genuinely funny, but they're not big enough that you actually remember the name or hear about their stuff very often.
Yeah.
I don't even know half these people. Who the fuck is Jenny Slate?
Oh, Betty
Tiffany Haddish, Patty
Hey.
Harrison. Leslie Jones is in the top 10? Nah.
White.
What the fuck? Oh,
Hey,
it's Vogue.
Wait a minute.
Mac.
Loki. Leslie Jones did a fabulous job in that last Godzilla
Yeah.
Kong movie as
Right.
Kong.
Well, I mean, in this day and age of trans women being on women's stuff, I can see how Leslie Jones would be in that list. So
Carol Burnett in Mama's Family, Mama in Mama's Family, and that ditzy ass blonde bitch that was always wearing the shoulder. That was funny. I can't think of anybody today that is like, okay, female comedians who are killing it right now. Oh, someone popped in the back door. Oh, that's because Makani popped out. Let's see, female comedians. who
Oh
are
yeah,
killing it.
Roseanne. She's still kicking
Roseanne
ass
Barr.
on her podcast. If you
Who
haven't
the
checked
fuck
that
is
out.
Rashidi Olawale?
what?
She's a comedian on Disney Plus.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Rashida Sheeds Olawola got her break after appearing in Amazon's freebie comedy Jury Duty and can be expected to be seeing her a lot more. Olawolo is starring in Disney Plus's upcoming Marvel miniseries Ironheart. Quinta Brunson, no idea. Cheryl Lee Rolfe, no idea. Now, Jennifer Coolidge, yes, that's Stifler's mom.
Yeah,
That's a funny bitch.
Oh.
Jean Smart, no idea.
Jean Smart, she's old school. She's not a youngster.
I would say most of the cast of Golden Girls.
Yes.
Estelle Getty, Betty White.
Betty White for sure.
Yeah.
What was the not Blanche, not
Beatrice, whatever.
the horror. Yeah, she was pretty funny.
B. Arthur.
Yeah, B. Arthur.
B. Arthur, exactly. Yep. We've had some greats. Don't get me wrong, but these days it's just few and far in between. Nowadays, like the only one I know that'll guarantee me laughs to tune into every time is oh geez, I'm having a brain freeze now.
Who is that?
What?
Is that Schumer?
That's what's your face?
Bridget Everett.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I was gonna say she looks like the newest linebacker for
Mhm.
the Raiders.
she got drafted.
Oh my God, no,
Star Trek.
no.
Who's that dude?
That's the dude that's on Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah.
That's the engineer,
He looks great.
Tig Notara. Okay,
Yeah.
no. She just has bitch written all over her face.
Yeah.
But no, I as I was saying, the only comedian that makes me laugh every damn time and gets me rolling is Dave Chappelle. I mean, he is
Yeah,
the man right now. Yeah.
I have no idea who. 99% of these people, I have no idea who they are. I've never heard of these people. Oh, well, Loki, that's because you're out of touch with vagina comedy. No, I'm not.
Because you're not a feminist, Loki.
I thought it was a monologue.
Who the
You got
fuck
to be
is that?
funny to be a comedian, and a lot of them aren't.
Are these all supposed to be women?
Yes, Hannah Gadsby.
Okay.
That's another dude.
Well, we got to.
What's he doing on there?
We don't know what their pronouns are, so you never know.
Gatsby's funny. Really funny. It's just like the Australian English.
I've no idea who any of these
She has
people
two
are.
Who's
things
on
going
99?
Oh, I thought of one. Goldie Hawn. Watch
yeah,
her.
Goldie Hawn. I was
Yes.
trying to think of her
She's
name.
funny.
Go see the movie Wildcats. If you've never seen that movie, fucking hilarious. Wesley Snipes in it, very young. Bunch of great actors. What's his name? The stoner guy from Cheers. Woody Harrelson's in it. Yeah. Go see Wildcats. Goldie Hawn at her peak. Awesome movie and fucking hilarious. Check it out.
Well, there's another movie named Wildcats. It's got Jerry O'Connell in it, and it's like kind of like the last. It's like a frat group or something, and then they're like, oh, the last one to get married and blah. And so anyway, just there's more than one Wildcats movie.
Is there? I didn't know that. Yeah, the Wildcats one I'm talking about. Goldie Hawn gets hired
It's
as
like a football team,
coach.
right?
She gets hired as a football coach, right? Yeah. And she actually does well. And of course, the boys give her a real hard time in the beginning. So it's actually a good story. She doesn't just come into it as this badass coach. She has to earn her stripes through the movie and get the respect of her team, as it should be. And that's just good movie making there. Nowadays, they made that movie, she'd come in as the best fucking coach ever. I mean, telling them boys where to stick it and kicking them off the.
And they would be wrong for everything they did.
And she'd be racist because she's white and most of the team's black. It's anyway.
You know what? Talk about women in football. Necessary roughness. When they get what's her name to be the kicker, right? They don't have enough people on the team. They don't have a kicker. And Wally brings the head coach out there, and he's like, "Just wait." And you see the soccer ball just launch, all the way down the field. And he's like, "Well, yeah, of course, they're great. They can kick probably, And he stops. And he goes, "Oh no, no, wrong gender." And he's like, "There's no rule that says that a chick can't be a kicker in a college football team." And they bring her on. And Manu, the center, is all protective over her. But when some asshat comes over and knocks her down, he's like, "I'm going to kill you." And they're all holding him back. And she gets up and kicks him in the fucking nuts. And defends herself.
Great story. When I was in middle school in the Northwest, Seattle area. Hey, Tom, get in here. When I was living in the Northwest middle school, we had a girl join our football team. I think I was 8th grade, if I remember right. And it was all over the local news. It was all over the papers. I mean, they went to her house and interviewed her about it. It was this big deal, right? And of course, my team was the laughing stock of the league. And all us boys, we didn't like it too much, but there was nothing we could do about it, right? It was kind of fucked up because she had to go into the women's locker room all by herself to change into her gear. So there was no, camaraderie, that we have in the locker room, us boys, smacking each other's pads and cracking each other's helmets. You know what I mean? And so we treated her like everybody else, like all the other boys in practice. And when we hit each other, we hit each other hard, and she got hit a lot, and she cried and she went home. So all that hoopla for nothing. I think she lasted maybe a week.
I tell you what, we 8th grade year, there was a Hispanic girl joined the team. She was big. She's a big old girl. Coach put her on the line of the B team, and we scrimmaged one day. I was on the A team, she was on the B team, and I put her on her ass like a dozen times. And at the end of the scrimmage, I was like, good job. And she said, thanks. And she stuck around and she played. But I mean, she got knocked on her ass. She never cried. She never whimpered. She never said it was unfair. She took it and she ran with it. And shit, that's good enough for me. That is good enough for me. Sagadorf now with $5 super chat. Loki, Jonathan Winters, and World Jazz. Look them up. Okay, I will. Definitely. Absolutely. George Carlin, Richard Pryor, and Eddie.
Yeah.
I've got Bill Cosby records that
Jerry Seinfeld. I mean,
will probably be collector's items because people probably threw all their shit away. But that's funny. God, Noah. Yes, it is God. I'm sorry. That was some funny stuff, man. Build an ark, Noah. What's an ark? 20 cubits by 50 cubits by. And he's like, what's a cubit? Holy shit.
I think my dad had that record.
Yeah, it's up there somewhere. Shit.
Well, what cracked me up about Cosby was, like he wouldn't cuss, and so he even had like a whole routine where he was like, the fifth and foul and the foul and the filth and the foul and the filth.
And the filth.
But
damn it in Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But Carlin, Loki, you talk about Carlin. Oh my God, I wish he was still alive because he would have been having a ball like this last decade. Yes.
Mm. Yeah, take it too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon.
So it's a 3-album. It's a 3-album set.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bill Cosby 8:15 to 12:15. It was recorded in. It's an original too. When the hell was it recorded? Oh, I don't see it. But it's from one of his hotel stops. I think when he was in Vegas. Why does Loki wear glasses on his stream? Because it dries my damn eyes out. It's like I'm smoking pot.
Yeah, man.
That was Eddie Murphy. I don't know. He would be a bit woke. Carlin? I don't think so.
Maybe. I mean, he was a little edgy to that side back then, but I think over time and seeing everything that has happened, he definitely would have probably started leaning the other way, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, because I understand what Tom's saying, because at the time of when he was doing his stand-up, he was left, on his thinking. But I believe after seeing everything that's gone on over the last decade and a half, or 20 years since he's passed, I'm pretty sure he would have started shifting. If anything, he would have became more centered, center right, maybe even.
Look at Jerry Seinfeld now. He's kind of speaking out about all the crap.
Right, and even Bill Maher once in a while calls out his own side. So
his own side.
Yeah.
He would now that I believe.
Probably.
That I believe. I totally believe he would have TDS. I absolutely believe that. A lot of them all have TDS.
What?
And it's like the world's going to end if he gets elected again.
Yeah.
No, I believe that.
They're all going to move.
I don't.
Mhm.
No, I don't know. I don't think Carlin. If Carlin was still around, I don't think he would have TDS. I think he'd be. I think he'd be pretty damn based. You know, because I mean, it's like Roseanne. You know, at one time I've been like, you know,
Let's go
I mean,
swap.
Roseanne is based as shit now. You know.
Let's go smash some watermelons.
Yeah.
Do y'all like Fluffy?
Oh, I love Fluffy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be here tomorrow, and I had no idea.
Oh.
I got to see him at damn it, the casino I used to work at, Windstar World Casino.
Nice.
Windstar World Casino. So I got tickets to that when I worked there.
Carlin would have ripped into everyone. Carlin would have ripped into everyone.
Oh yeah.
Hands down. It didn't matter what side he was on. He would see the BS, no matter what side it would come from. He would rip into everyone.
Catching that train, Mac? We can hear it.
Leaving the train.
I thought I heard one of them.
No, but Carlin would have ripped into everyone, no matter what side they were on.
See, I think that's the way Robin would have done it too. Robin Williams, he'd have just gone after everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He always did, because he was making fun of Bush. He was making fun of Clinton. He made fun of everybody. He made fun of the jackass we got in there right now.
I was gonna say you can find that that video of him on like YouTube where he's just like he's telling us about Joe Biden before we knew who Joe Biden was.
It's okay, Biden. It's okay, Joe. We know you don't know where you're at. And you're like, damn. He would piss on Biden, but he would have major TDS. God help me.
Yeah, that's what I said.
We need that, though.
It would be both.
We need that, though. We need him going after everybody, not just going after one individual.
And I guarantee you, with a lot of the comedians that go one side or the other, he would have curb stomp on everyone.
Because I
would
deal.
take him.
I could deal with
I would take him to Chappelle
if they went after everybody. I could deal with SNL if they went after everybody. I can't deal with SNL the way it is now.
Let me put it this way: Carlin would have pissed off the LGBT community in a way you would never seen imaginable if he was still here today.
Well, I think it'd be like what happened with Chappelle. You know, certain groups would have tried to cancel him, and then he would have, laser beamed in on them like Chappelle did with the trans community, and all the shit he got for that. So now he's got more trans jokes than you can shake a stick at. So, or get a stick chopped off at.
And Akini, absolutely right. Every stupid thing should be available for ridicule. There should be no how dare you. That is why we are in the situation we are in now, is because there's too much bullshit how dare you.
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Say your acceptance speech and get off the stage. We don't want to hear it. Just say you get your damn trophy and get off the stage.
You want to, okay.
Thank your manager, thank your God, and get pissed off.
You know who's just like completely dropped off the map and hasn't said shit? Dennis Leary. Where the hell is Dennis Leary? I want to hear about everybody. He didn't give a shit about anybody. He'll go after freaking anybody. He doesn't care. Where's he at?
Well, he did that fireman show for a while and then
disappeared.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Well, he's getting up there in age too. I mean, he might just be taking it easy now.
He's an asshole.
An asshole. Whoa. He's an asshole. Whoa. ASSHOLE. Everybody.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if he's done a movie recently. Let me look it up.
I was looking it up too.
What the fuck? Cambrian. There you go. You got your WTF Cambrian for tonight. Thank you to God and P. Diddy for loosening me up.
What the?
You and Will Smith.
Oh, Dice Clay was pretty good, except he couldn't ever say anything without about 15 cuss words strung together.
It's true.
my favorite part of the date. Get out.
Oh shit, we lost. You said get out, and Makani was like, poof, gone. Sagadorf 9, thank you, brother, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend, so much.
The last big role he had looks like it was The Amazing Spider-Man as Gwen's dad or whatever. But he's been doing the Ice Age movies still up till 2016. But nothing too recent, it doesn't look like.
Mock everyone. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis Leary was a brilliant stand-up guy, stand-up comedian. And I'd like to see him do it again, but it says here he's 66, so he's getting up there. You know, he's probably starting to chill a little bit.
Project Cambrian says 5 more, and I give it free coffee. We're handing out stamps now. Punch cards for anybody that can get Loki to say WTF. And he's gone.
Yeah.
Yes, he was in a firefighter show.
Like 20 years ago.
Y'all remember old Sam Kennison?
Oh, dude, I met him. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. So I met him and his crew in New Mexico at this little, it was like out of nowhere hotel. And I had no idea who he was.
What were you, like 10?
I just started playing football. And I was out in the pool.
Young when he died,
I think he died in the early 90s, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
I just started playing football, and I was out swimming. You got to understand, I grew. I was huge when I first started playing football. I was almost as tall as I am now. I'm 6'3" now. So I went from like little itty bitty fat kid to boom, big son of a bitch in a summer. It was so bad that my legs had lines on them from how fast I grew. So I'm swimming in this pool, and these guys are coming by and they're drinking by the pool. And I get out and they're like, "Holy shit, you play football?" I'm like, "Yeah, Start talking. I have no idea. They're laughing that I have no idea who he is. I have no fucking clue. And my dad comes over and he's like, "You cool?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm cool. We're just hanging out." And they're like, wait. How old are you? And he tells them. And my dad's like, "Well, we're going to go to bed. You got the key." I was like, "Yeah, I got the key." He's like, "Okay, hang out, but don't do anything stupid." Okay. So I'm hanging out with these guys, and it gets to it's like 12:30 at night, and they run out of alcohol. So no alcohol. And they're trying to figure out a way to get booze. And I'm like, "Call limo." And he goes, that doesn't help us get booze. We don't need a ride. We need booze. I said, "Limos come stocked with alcohol. Just make sure that they have a fully stocked bar in the limo and empty that bitch out. Give the driver like $200 tip and send him on his way." And they all look at each other and they're like,
"That is genius.
Kid, you're set for life."
How old are you?
Right? And they fucking do it. They call the limo. The limo guy comes up and they just take the booze out of the limo, give the guy $200, and they said, "Here, dude, just go back and do whatever you want. If you want to drive around for a while, tell them you took us for a ride and you came back and you're cool." And he was like, "Cool, thanks, man," and fucking drove off, and they got all the liquor.
Hey man, that's legend right there. That's how Loki was born. A young Loki. That's how young Loki came to be.
So, and I didn't even know who he is. They thought it was funny all night long. "You really don't know who he is?" I'm like, "No, I have no fucking idea." And we were at Hollywood Video, and I was walking around on the comedy section, and I was like, "Holy shit, Dad, come here. That's that guy." And he's like, "Yeah, you didn't know that was Sam Kinison?" I'm like, "No, I had no idea. He's a comedian?" "Oh, yeah." Started watching that shit, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is the funniest guy ever." What's up, Tom? Good evening.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Yo.
Tom got
Yo.
tired of talking in the chat. He's like, I'm coming in there.
Get my ass in here.
I figured, yeah. I'm in a mood, so I'm here.
Uh-oh. Need some
Good
weed,
mood,
Tom?
bad mood, or just...
Is it a good mood or a bad mood or a Tom mood?
Somebody roll a fatty up for Tom.
Yes.
Set.
It's a Tom mood.
Well, someone rolled something up for Jolly.
You did? What? Where? Oh, Jesus.
Whoa. Bruh.
That's what Grover gets for fucking a green bitch.
Yeah, exactly. That's how Jolly was born.
Was it a yellow
Nothing
bitch?
wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with the green bitches.
Because wouldn't
Come
blue and yellow make green? Did he
on.
fucking
Yeah.
hurt?
Thank you, Parrot Head.
Big Bird?
Jolly gets around, you know. It's hard to say.
Yes. Akima sees eye to eye. I mock people I love, and I mock people I hate. Good luck figuring out who's who. That's right. Damn straight. Oh, shit. What are you doing, Tom?
Not much.
You don't have like a bag of snacks there. I can borrow one, do you?
No, I wish. No, I'm just chilling. What are you guys doing?
Chilling. Telling stories. Spinning yarns.
Yeah. By the way, Tom, your song you made for me on the fly is catching on. People love it. They're downloading it to their playlist. I mean, you hit a home run, buddy. Thank you.
Nobody likes my music on my channel.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've been uploading. He's been uploading songs to his channel. A lot of them been kind of like classic show tune type songs, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like having fun. Like,
yeah.
Those lost classics.
Yep.
The one about my butthole and.
Shellback hates him. I did not do the butthole song. Everybody thinks I did, but I wish I had.
Yeah, that one got.
I'd be fucking rich right now if I was.
It's like 4 million views now.
Yeah. No, I do stupid shit like this.
Why does it hurt when I try to pee? Baby, what did you give to me? I think my bladder is about to go. Man, I really have to go. Why does it hurt when I try to pee? Baby, did you give me an STD?
Oh, that awesome just why you the fuck of my brother.
What you fucking my brother for? He's no good for you, it's true. I love you so much, can't see what you fucking my brother for. Instead,
and don't forget hole in the wall.
It's lonely driving truck, especially when you want a butt. But there's this bathroom in this truck stop that has got to be on top. Oh, there's a hole in the wall.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Crazy head. Now I go back every day. I love that hole in a glorious way.
Find all your favorites on Midnight's Edge After Dark. Like I'm to blame.
Why does your coochie taste so funny? It smells like shit and tastes twice as bad.
Oh no!
No.
Orders
No.
are
Oh God, no! Oh God, no!
What's what from Chris? Oh,
I heard Klingons like that hole in the wall too, because they're always seeking glory.
What, the Klingon boy band?
Oh no, not that. We don't talk about that.
Talk about this shit.
So, has anybody watched any new movies lately?
I went to see the Apes movie.
How was it? I think I might be one behind on that.
It was alright.
It was okay except for the end.
I went and saw Fall Guy today.
I was like, how many are there in the reboot?
Did you see it too, Loki? Or
4, yeah. I don't the bunker full of lesbians.
Oh, for Christ's sake, you're just like Az. There's no lesbians. It's like Ghostbusters. What the fuck, guys? Come on, it's stupid shit like this that makes us look like fucking idiots. And
There was only one guy. There was only one guy in the bunker.
They weren't scissoring, for God's sake. I even had my lesbian friend I was talking to about Ghostbusters Afterlife, and you know what she said? She said, if you guys think that's how lesbians flirt, you're fucking morons. That's exactly what she said. She said there may be two things in that whole movie.
Or the Frozen Empire?
On Afterlife.
I think that's what I think. Tom,
sorry, Frozen Empire.
Okay,
Tom,
Frozen Empire. Then they shouldn't have wrote it that way. Then they shouldn't have wrote it that way.
She's like, I don't even know why people are saying that. She's like, maybe there's two things in there where I could see they could be perceived that way. But as a lesbian, I think that is horseshit.
That's why it's called gay baiting.
Tom, I think that's how Hollywood wants to see how lesbians flirt, basically.
But the apes thing is even dumber. Like, I'm sorry. I think Az should never have said that shit. It is stupid as fuck. I didn't even notice it until Culture pointed it out. And even then, I'm like, so? It's like literally 10 seconds in the movie. And I'm like, why don't you guys just run with it? We know humanity is fucked. Well, we know now it's fucked because of lesbians. Okay? They can't even change a tire. You think they're going to save the world? That's how the Planet of the Apes starts. Lesbians. There you go. Okay, if that's what you want to have, go for it. Because otherwise, nothing else in the movie supports that, right? Like, it's really a religious allegory for the story of Noah. Because the first trilogy was an allegory more for Moses and Exodus, right?
Yep.
So that's what this is basically.
He led his people out into the desert. Yes, except it was into the trees.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And in this case, you got Noah. And then, like, when you got a character named Noah and you got a flood at the end, it's like, oh, boy, you're not being on the nose at all with this one, are you guys?
No.
I don't
and
see
how
they got
another ape using the name of Caesar, like the name of Jesus or God, and you know.
Yeah, I don't see how they got Elon Musk from that. Someone was like, "Oh, it's Elon Musk. Caesar's Elon Musk."
That
I was
pissed
like,
me off about him. Like, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah, they were saying that Caesar. Okay, the Caesar in this movie is not the Caesar that's in the other movies. So he's just taking the name because he wants to be the new king. They're saying that's supposed to be
Caesar, and somebody else said something that I thought is kind of relevant because he studies all these old warlords like Caesar and Patton and who else did he mention? Like he really likes like Roman history. He really liked and something else I can't remember what else, but like Napoleon and stuff like that. So I think when he adopts the name of Caesar, he's adopting it like Caesar would. Because for those who don't know, like Andre pointed this out like 2 weeks ago.
He picks it in the book.
Caesar actually means king.
Yep.
Right.
So like yeah, it's not really a name, right?
Well, in the original movies, Caesar picks it out of the book, and even the guy who tells him, "Okay, you're going to pick your own name," he's like, "The name of a king." The smart ape had picked the name of a king. Caesar, the name of a king. Yeah.
Well, his name is really Proximus Caesar or whatever, but yeah.
Well, I'm talking about the Caesar that's in the original.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm talking about the new one anyway. But like, yeah. So like he's using Caesar as like to do what he wants to do with the apes. And again, like some people were like, "Oh, I don't need to see apes versus humans again." I'm like, "Well, it's really not. It's apes versus apes this time." Although my problem with the third act is more so is like we've seen this already because it feels just like the third act of the last film, just with water instead of snow.
Water, yep.
Well, we should have just saw Henry.
Well, someone lied. They said it was a leak that the girl that was in the movie, I can't remember her damn name.
May.
May, thank you. That she was one of the astronauts because at the very end of Rise, you hear they have on the news when they're showing the virus go everywhere and all that, you hear on the news that a space shuttle disappeared. Okay, that's supposed to be a hint of the Charlton Heston spaceship that disappears and goes into the future and lands on back on Earth.
It's funny you say that, Loki, because I was waiting for that moment. Because when I found out she could talk, spoiler, little minor spoilers, that may even be in the trailers. I'm like waiting for her to go, "My real name is Taylor, and I'm from the past." And I
from the past.
And I'm like, I was waiting for that. Thank God they didn't go there. because I was like, if they did, I'm like, God damn you, you blew it up.
Yeah. You
bastards!
damn it. You bastards.
You really blew it.
You did it. You actually
No.
did it.
Damn dirty apes.
My only other complaint about the
It's
movie
all
really
these
was just that
damn
it was a
dirty
little,
apes.
it was a little long, and by this point, like, yeah, I'm kind of getting there. We're like, we need to move past the beginning of the apes and get to where we are with Taylor and all that kind of stuff 2,000 years in the future, right? Because this movie's literally only like 300 years out from the last movie. So nothing's really changed. I mean, they're all pretty much still primitive tribes and all that kind of stuff. So,
But
it's
they
not
don't
like-
know. But they don't know. And that's the thing is Tom is like history gets all fucked up. That's what was beautiful about the first one was the original Planet of the Apes was they didn't know. They had no idea. They'd been lied to.
Well, that movie is the first 5 movies are funny because like you have the original timeline and then they have a built-in almost like own paradox timeline or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Because the original timeline was it took 3,000 years for them to get to where they are in the original Planet of the Apes movie when Taylor shows up.
Yep.
Right? Like that's supposed to have been roughly 3,000 plus years since he left Earth and came back. And then when the apes leave after the planet gets blown up in the end of part 2, they use the spaceship to go back into space, and they end up going back in time. I think it's to the 60s, if I remember right, when it took place.
Yep.
And there's a guy who realizes that this could jumpstart the Planet of the Apes sooner than even that it was originally going to happen.
Yep.
And so he's all for killing them or at least sterilizing them and killing the baby, aborting the baby or whatever, because she ends up showing up pregnant.
And Ricardo Montalban saves the baby.
And Ricardo, yeah. So you want me to take in fugitive apes and risk my life? I will say 1,000,000 times yes.
God.
If we are to be dominated by a species, then God let it be a species such as you.
Honestly,
That's exactly what he
first
fucking
one-
says in the
Exactly
movie.
what he says.
After the end of the first
Oh,
one, I don't
shit.
see why there's any reason for anything after
So
that.
then what happens there is they jumpstart the Planet of the Apes with Caesar being born. Actually, his name's Milo till he chooses the name Caesar, like Loki said.
Yep.
And then from there on, that's where this new series actually is more of a remake of 4 and 5, right? Of the original 4 and 5, because those movies are about Caesar starting the revolution and then the war for the Planet of the Apes, and then it ends with that version of their history, humans and apes living together.
Yep.
So we don't know where they're going to end up when that version of Taylor shows up in that timeline. He may wind up in what was originally, like in the book, a more advanced version of the Planet of the Apes, where they're, driving cars and got helicopters and shit like that. So yeah.
But they do something we could never do as a species. Ape shall never kill ape. That was a big ass rule. Now, yes, 1 or 2 people violated that rule, but still, that was like their main thing. We don't hurt each other. We don't kill each other. We don't violate each other's trust. We're all family.
Well, those were the laws that the lawgiver came down, and then Caesar was basically the new lawgiver, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
And that's kind of how they treat Caesar in this new series, like, especially with this 4th film. It's like you can go into it without having seen the other films and be fine, but I think you'll get more out of it if you have.
I'm just surprised Disney didn't absolutely screw the pooch and.
Well, some
screw it
people are
up.
saying they did, but I'm like, what the hell? I mean, like, this is actually a pretty damn good movie compared to what we usually get.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like Star Wars. It's not like Star Trek. I was like, holy crap, because I was worried.
Even the main chick is not really that good of a character. Like, I mean, she's not supposed to be a good guy or anything like that, so she's no hero or anything like that.
Right.
Humans and apes living together, mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria.
Holy crap. But yeah, it wasn't bad at all. I liked it. Except for the end.
I must say that his intelligence went hand in hand with his idiocy.
I think I'm 1 8 movie behind, so I didn't go see it today. I went and saw The Fall Guy. I liked
That's
it.
pretty good.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good. I liked it.
tell you what, we've got some really good classics coming out, though. We got Lord of the Rings coming out. We got The Crow coming back out.
Yes, the widescreen. Yes, widescreen.
So they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. We'll make money on old movies. Hell yeah. I'd go to a theater that played nothing but older movies. I'd do
Speaking of
that.
Lord of the Rings, what do you guys feel about
prefer
Warner
to do
Brothers
that.
whipping
I was about to ask that question. What are your guys' thoughts
out there
about?
dick smacking Amazon in the forehead with their Lord of the Rings announcement?
I don't know about the Gollum movie, but the Rohirrim movie I'll go see, and we've got tickets for the XD, all 3 movies in XD.
Well, won't they be more just the side stories, since the main story has already been told from beginning to end?
The Gollum movie isn't even a side story. The Gollum movie is 2 sentences in the book.
Yeah,
that's all
they're
it
going
is.
to stretch out 2 sentences into a
into two movies.
Here's my reason why I think they're doing that, and I'll tell you why. First of all, Gollum is beloved. Second of all, it's a character that's in all the films except for, the 2 last Hobbit movies or whatever. 3, it's a character that people will know from those films, with the actor from those films, look like it is from those films. This story will take place between the 2 films, and if anything, like, he's one character that can, even if there's nobody else in the movie, it'll be more entertaining than Castaway.
Yes.
Because he can talk to himself.
Because it's Andy Serkis.
Exactly.
Well, Andy's directing too.
Yeah, and the best bits in 2 Towers is when he's like, I'm not listening, all that stuff, when he's like cursing himself and going after himself. It's like, can you imagine like a movie from his perspective where, he's being chased by the bad guys?
Basically, it's everything that god awful Gollum game should have been.
Probably.
Well, yeah, it's like a
It may
redemption.
not even be that great, but it's still going to be better than anything Amazon put out there. And that's why they chose something that's like 2 sentences. That was my point I was getting to, is they chose something that literally had very, very little to go off of. And I bet it'll be infinitely more entertaining and feel like Lord of the Rings compared to what Rings of Power does. Because that's what Rings of Power is basically a couple sentences out of here and there that they tried to build something out of.
Oh,
There's so many other stories they could have told. I mean, it's, to me, this is...
I don't know what all they have the rights to either, though.
That's true. It really does depend on what rights do they have.
See, and we don't know what the second project is. If they own the Silmarillion, who's to say that, like, Peter Jackson isn't going to do a story out of there for the second movie? Because we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and I'm sure it's not going to be an origin story for Gollum, because we already saw that in Return of the King. And from what it sounds like, it's going to be him being chased down by the ring wraiths or whatever. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We know how it ends anyway. It ends with him being tortured and screaming, Baggins, Shire.
Where is my precious? Where is my precious?
I'm trying to remember how long Aragorn looked for him, because I'm thinking 2 years. I could be wrong. If someone
That's
knows,
my question. Will they have a de-aged Viggo Mortensen chasing him around?
You may not know. They might pull a Magic the Gathering and just go for a black Aragorn.
The problem.
Sorry.
Oh no, Peter Jackson wouldn't do that.
The problem is,
I'm not joking.
in the movie, right, in the Fellowship, Gandalf leaves Hobbiton, goes to the White City, finds out about the ring, and then comes back, right? Yeah. But that's supposed to be like 2 years. It's like it feels like the next damn day in the movie. It's supposed to be that whole stretch of time while they're looking for Gollum.
Mm-hmm.
So in the movie, it feels like 5 minutes have passed. It's the next day or it's the next couple of days, whatever. How long it took Gandalf to ride to the White City and go back to Hobbiton. That's not what happens. There's years in between there.
Yeah, because he talks about how he studied, searched, and all that jazz.
Yeah. He studied and he searched for Gollum. So I just don't remember how long. I think it's 2 years. If anybody else knows, by all means, correct me.
It's been years since I've read the books.
Yes.
Yeah, same for me, like 25 plus years.
Gollum, the yo bitches years.
Like 40 for me.
Yeah. Well, earlier we were talking. There's a theory of it's just going to be like, oh well, how did he lose all of his clothes and end up in a loincloth? How did he lose his hair? How did he lose his teeth? Yeah.
Nah, I don't think it'll be all that.
Well, some people study that stuff so hard they can tell you when he farted, but not me.
Well, and keep in mind he was searching for Bilbo for years too. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was obsessed with it, so that's the whole thing. He just, I mean, years. Because I mean, how many years is there between The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings? Like 20, something like that.
Yeah, 20. Yeah. And Bilbo hadn't aged today. You haven't aged today.
71.
Real Wade Nation says, please go check this out. Friday Night Royal Rumble, episode 96, Boy Scouts Get Woke, Doctor Who, YouTube. Okay. Thanks, Wade.
Boy Scouts
I heard about the Boy Scout one. I don't know about the other one.
I was going to say that several years ago they had a thing with the Boy Scouts of letting girls in and.
But they
Well,
still
now
don't let
they
boys
can
in the Girl
identify
Scouts.
as
That's
whatever
what's
they
funny.
want. You don't have to worry about it. You can identify as whatever you want now. They're very inclusive.
Project Cambrian, they took a $200 million loss on the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. I think WB's just pissing money away right now. I don't think they care.
Sounds like it.
They want something, and they're willing to throw as much shit on the wall as possible to get something.
Yeah, they're like the Joker, burning all the money.
Like a dog chasing a car. I don't know what I'd do if I actually caught one.
I mean, why have a legacy if you can be the destroyer of legacies? Except for when everybody's trying to destroy all the legacies, you kind of don't stand out anymore.
Who's going to play Aragorn? I mean, Bego's old as shit.
Well, like I said, at that time, he would still look the same as he did in Lord of the Rings, so you would have to do like a de-aged Vigo.
Yep. You'd have to pull Mark Hamill.
Unless they get somebody else.
I mean, unless they're going to show him, never actually show him and just have him like with the cloak all the time, then maybe you can get away with it. Maybe just a voice or something. But
is Ian McKellen going to come back as Gandalf?
If he's got a spot in the movie, probably. I mean, he still looks the part.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's aged that much.
No.
You haven't aged a day.
Can't bring back Christopher Lee.
Ages exactly as he intends to.
Although that'd be awesome.
I'm Vigo, the scourge of Carpathia.
I command you. Oh, command me, Lord.
Command me, Lord.
Bring me a child. A child?
A child. Oh, shit. Command me, Lord. Oh, my God.
See, Vigo, we are now frowning upon that kind of thing in this society today. That's what he should have said.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do that.
I mean, if Homie won't even play that.
Homie don't play that.
How they avoided any jokes like that is beyond me, but they did try to make... They did really try to make the second one more family friendly.
Oh, he's got a stinky.
So, Tom, what do you think is going to be the sleeper hit this summer as far as movies go that are coming out? I think Romulus might actually do something if it's.
I don't know. I'd like to. I would like to have hope for an alien movie, but let's be real. There's only 2 alien films.
True.
And as long as Ridley Scott's involved, I have zero faith. I'm sure there's going to be a blue guy and a gay robot somewhere in the movie. I mean,
I admire its package.
Yeah. I'll do the blowing if you do the fingering.
Yeah. Oh my God! Please no.
not bad for a human.
You know what?
Yeah. What about the what about the scissoring? What about the scissoring?
Well, it's the summer of the sequel, and
it always
the way
is,
things
isn't
are,
it?
Yeah, right. The way
It's
things
not been for like the last 20 years.
Well, the way things have been going, it's looking like it's going to be one of the worst box office, runs of any summer that we've had. Like what's that one that just came out with Gosling and what's her name?
The Fall Guy.
Fall Guy. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
I know,
yeah, but it'll struggle to make its money back. That's the problem.
It's not making any money, and that's like your first big movie of the summer, and it's like, ain't looking good.
Furiosa, I don't think is going to do all that great because the last one didn't do all that great. The Garfield movie probably is not going to do all that great.
What the hell is it with George Romero being like, oh, I want to do a Mad Max origin story? I'm like, what the hell was Mad Max?
George Miller, you mean? Yeah.
George Miller, thank you.
Yeah, it's just poor Romero's been dead for years.
God help me.
I'm really looking forward to Venom: The Last Dance.
I don't think anybody is. Are you serious?
Are you? They're doing another
really
Venom.
Yeah,
me and Mary both.
I was like, what? I didn't like the second one.
I never watched
any. It had its moments, but yeah, it wasn't nearly.
Loki, you liked the first one, didn't you?
What about the next Joker, the new Joker?
That's coming out in like October, isn't it?
I have mixed feelings on that one.
You can't fucking PG-13 Carnage. All right, that was just a big,
right. Yeah. Well, I just didn't like the story.
That too.
And I had high hopes for that one because I thought Woody Harrelson was going to be really good, and I just didn't think they did well with it at all.
Yeah.
I heard there's a really surprising scene in Bad Boys Ride or Die where Will Smith slaps P. Diddy and tells him to keep his cock out of his mouth.
Did you hear that? Now, has anybody here seen that movie Unfrosted, the Seinfeld Netflix movie? Besides me, probably not.
No.
It just come out like last week. Okay. In that movie, they actually talked to Chris Rock and wanted to have him come in and do a parody of the Will Smith slap, but he turned it down.
Yeah. Aren't they coming out with a new Twisters movie?
Yeah, Twisters is coming. Bad Boys is coming. See, now I would have said Bad Boys 4 had potential, but we'll fuck that up. Maybe that Horizon movie will do okay, but I think it's expensive as hell, and it's 2 parts.
When's Beverly Hills Cop coming out?
That comes out in August, but that's on Netflix.
Okay.
Despicable Me 4 is going to be probably the bigger movie of the year. But that's just because the kids are going to go to it. Honestly, I don't know if there's going to be anything. I think it's going to be
Deadpool.
Besides Deadpool, I mean,
what
really,
about the last Mission Impossible?
That's not coming out this year. I don't think.
No.
I thought it was.
I think it got pushed out till next year. Yeah.
Yep.
Damn it, mother.
Yeah.
Alien Romulus is in August, and I don't know.
The Crow is going to tank. I mean.
Oh, we're going to see the original. We're going to go see the original.
Yeah, I see.
Fuck
That's
the
getting
new one.
40. Well, you know what's going to be funny is if the 40th or the 20th anniversary or 25th anniversary of that or whatever the hell it is. Is it 30th? 30th.
Makes more money.
Makes more money than the friggin' remake. Yeah, outside. I mean, obvious ones like Deadpool and stuff. I mean, we might get some surprise hits like Horizon if it's good. Just a few things like that. Maybe it'll be something that we don't know because it's not going to be a sequel or a reboot or a remake. So you never know.
Chris has a question for you, Tom.
What's up?
How can you make a Mad Max movie without Max? Why can't they get Gail Gibson and just make old Max?
Well, that's what we wanted for Fury Road.
Yeah.
But look,
and Conan too.
I'm one of those people with Fury Road that I hated that movie when it came out. I didn't like how they treated Max. I'm watching the whole movie going, I don't understand why Mel Gibson's not in this movie. And not only that, people can say it looks as cool as it does all day long. Nothing in that movie makes friggin' sense. If you didn't have the gasoline like they didn't have, like go watch the first 3 Mad Max movies and tell me you're going to be rolling down the desert, blowing flames out of big ass Bigfoot. You know how much gas that thing is going to be eating and how much those flames are eating? No.
Well, they were
to the point now where they're like wanting water. Like, come on, people.
Well, they
Like,
had a
did they all of a
gas
sudden
pump.
find a bunch of gas or what?
They did. Okay, so that place that truck was going to was a refinery that was refining gasoline. That's where they were taking the water to. That's what they were trading. The guy in that
Where did they get the shit to do it with though? That's like that.
Well, they had that in Road
to Mad
Warrior.
Max 3. Well, no, in Road Warrior, that was the whole thing, is they were getting low. Right? And they even lied about having it. They didn't even have it. It was a fucking tank full of fucking sand. All they had was a couple of liters of gas. And then in the third film, they're literally using pig shit as fuel.
Methane, yeah.
And Master Blaster's the only one who knows how to fucking do that. Sorry, I got to that point where I'm watching this movie going, either this movie must take place some other universe because it doesn't add up. And you're right about the Mad Max origin story. We have one. It's called Mad Max.
It's called Mad Max, yes.
It's like, that's how he became the Mad Max.
Pretty simple.
He starts out as a cop, got a wife, got a baby, loses wife and baby, goes mad on a rampage. Somewhere between that movie and Road Warrior, the whole world went crazy. So, like, and we went into an apocalypse.
Well, it was right. That was like
Yeah, it was
right
at the
when it was
cusp
all
of it, yeah.
happening. Yeah, that was right as it was all
But I
happening.
mean, Max has got a pretty normal family life. You know, it's not like, you know, I mean, but that's the whole point, is like the shit's amping up. But yeah. Who did we just lose?
McEnany. He's in and out. He's Arwining.
He's on the bus.
Arwining.
Who run Bartertown?
Arwini?
Master Blaster runs Bartertown.
Master runs Bartertown. God
Louder.
damn.
Who run Bartertown?
Master Blaster.
I remember because I'd seen when I was a kid. I'd seen the Mad Max Thunderdome stuff on Saturday afternoon TV, so obviously edited and stuff. And I remember going out like, I'll rent this Mad Max movie, and then I didn't know as much about the actual storyline, so I was like, "Where's all the post-apocalyptic crap? What? Who's this? Oh, okay. This came before. I didn't even know this movie existed when I was younger."
You know what? You know what's funny? Someone was like, "Oh my god, that thing in Maverick when he runs into Murtaugh." And they're like looking at each other and down now, and it plays the little bit of music, bow now, and they pull their mask down. Oh my god, that was so great, and blah 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 blah. I said he stole that from Mad Max because his mechanic in the first movie is the Gyro Man in the second movie, and he's the one with the safari hat and the plane in the third movie. And they stop and look at each other like, I know you. They stole that from Mad Max.
I know what Loki's looking forward to. The new Crow.
No. We're going to go see the original Crow.
I just
Screw
got
that.
on 4K this last week, both steelbooks.
Yep.
What about Alien Romulus? When's it coming out?
August.
August? Okay.
Peaches!
I'd like to get excited for an Alien movie, but like I said, there's only been 2 Alien movies. Like, there's when we get to a point where there's nothing but bad movies and you only got 1 or 2 good ones. It's kind of where I get with Star Wars now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, as much as I love the original trilogy, we've now reached a point where there's more bad Star Wars movies than good. Like, yes,
Yeah.
you can like the prequels.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that's not a huge fan of them. Right?
You know
at
what-
this point, to me, it's like, yeah.
I had more fun watching Mr. H's speculations and all that about Covenant than I did watching the damn movie.
Oh, that movie was a fucking train wreck. I'm watching it going, because here's the thing. I went and saw that the same day I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It was the first time I'd done a double feature since I was younger. I'm like, I'm going to do this. There's 2 big movies in theaters. I'm going to go see the new Alien film, and I'm going to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And see, I didn't really hate Prometheus. I didn't like it, but I didn't. What the things I didn't like about it was how Ridley was kind of trying to rewrite the history of the alien.
Oh, I hate it.
When basically between the first film and Aliens, we kind of had established that these were a biological weapon of sorts that kind of worked like a hive-minded bug, but they're like the perfect weapon, right? They could destroy anything they come into contact with. They can breed with anything they come into contact with. And whatever the hell that Prometheus was trying to say about them, just really took that all off the rails in the simplicity of the creature to me. But I'm like, okay, maybe Covenant will bring it back online. Oh no, Covenant was just a shitty remake of the first movie. And the shit that you need was cut from the movie. And if I'm sitting here explaining it to my girlfriend at the time because she didn't see the 2 cut scenes that they dropped online before the movie came out. I thought these were going to be in the film, guys.
Yep.
I didn't realize that this was like homework for the movie.
Last Supper and the stuff with David and Shaw.
What's her face from before?
Yes.
Yeah, and what happened to Shaw? Yeah. So I'm like, so I had to explain to her as we're watching the movie what the fuck happened because she's like lost. She's like, well, what about the chick from before and David? And I'm like, okay, well, evidently these scenes are not going to be in the film, but they establish what happened at the end of after Prometheus, and they also set up this whole entire crew and who they are and why they're there.
Yep.
Otherwise, you have no introduction to them whatsoever or what they're doing.
Didn't James Franco like have a cameo and died or something like that?
Yes. Because he's married
he was like
to
the Tom Skerritt character or whatever, kind of like, was supposed to be. They set him up. Yeah.
He was married to the girl with short hair, the one that makes it to the end of the movie. And he's like, I'm going to go, I'm cold. I'm going to go get my cryo tube at the last dinner. And then the only time you see him in the movie is when he's in the cryo tube. He's like, hi, babe. And then whoosh, he's set on fire.
Yeah, because that's like her whole thing, right? Like, yeah, she lost her husband and stuff. Yeah. But no, I hated that fucking. I wanted to walk out. And this was after seeing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and bawling my fucking brains out at the end of it. And like that movie was so emotional and moving. And that's probably why I get a little more defensive about Volume 2 because a lot of people are like, "Well, it sucks." I'm like, "What is? Well, what
I liked it.
I love
I'm like, well, I didn't like it because they separated the whole crew and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, you mean like Empire Strikes Back, the best Star Wars movie did?
That's how it works. It worked that way, though.
You put it that way.
Because that movie is basically Empire Strikes Back if you look at it.
Yeah.
No, I love Guardians and I love Guardians 2. Guardians 3, I'm not that big of a fan of, but it's okay.
I liked it, but it wasn't.
I didn't even watch it.
Yeah. It's good, but if you're somebody who has issues with animal cruelty or any of that,
I didn't like the rocket shit. I thought, you know what, we kind of know that he was experimenting on. Why do you have to go into this whole thing about showing us this shit? And,
I didn't have an issue with it because it was finally a relief that we got a villain who was actually a villain, not some misunderstood villain. Like this guy was a Cruella de Vil and this is why I always bitched about them. Like, how can you make a Cruella de Vil origin story where she's any sort of victim? The chick wanted to kill puppies and make a jacket out of them.
If they can do it with Maleficent, they can do it with any villain, and that's exactly what they did.
With Cruella de Vil is one of the most vicious villains in history for that reason, because she has no reason whatsoever other than just because. And that's what I like about this villain is he was just so devious. He was just so devious and into his own shit. Yeah.
Was so much more powerful than that though.
That part didn't bother me. I just liked that he was villainous. And it was a relief to finally get a villain who wasn't misunderstood.
Yeah, that it could get his face tore off by a fucking raccoon.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, his family was killed by raccoons. That's why he's so mean. Oh yeah, fuck you. What? No.
Them damn trash pandas.
Damn trash pandas.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any Marvel since Love and Thunder. I've just given up.
I haven't even seen
I mean,
I didn't even see
was
Love
actually
and
pretty
Thunder.
good.
Don't.
I already said this before, and Endgame was my last MCU film because I saw what was about to happen. Now I do make the exception for No Way Home.
Here's the way I look at it. No Way Home, Guardians 3. No Way Home, Guardians 3, and probably Deadpool will be a nice little cappers to everything, I'm betting.
I thought the last 5 minutes of Loki season 2 was okay. I like that show because of what they did with the I hate the show. I hate the show. I hate the show. I just that's a better ending for that character than what we got. Him pissing his life away.
I watched the first season.
What, the only thing I liked about the Loki season was the old Loki when he was in there just casting all those, huge spells and everything, letting them get away.
There's a scene in the first Thor movie where Odin is explaining to them what sitting on the throne should be like, what they're going to have to do to be worthy of taking that duty on one day. And at the very end of the day, Loki figures that out and figures out I'm going to be alone. The heavy hangs the crown. I'm stuck here. No one's with me. I can't go anywhere. And yeah, I got my throne, but I'm fucking stuck here. But I'm going to do it because if I don't do it, everyone's screwed.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is a more honorable end than I'm going to get my neck snapped by Thanos. Thank you very much. That's it. The rest of that show can go take a flying fuck. I hate it.
Yeah, it lost me early on between the Infinity Stone thing, him just because that was the other thing is like, okay, you pulled Loki out of a spot where he could still be a bad guy. And instead you show him a video and all of a sudden he just changed his ways.
Yep.
And he becomes a simp. He becomes a simp for Sylvie. He simps so hard for Sylvie. And I'm like, ugh. That whole thing with him fighting Kang for like centuries just so he doesn't have to kill Sylvie. I'm like, ugh.
The thing that I will never kind of get over or let go is just that trailer when they threw all the Infinity Stones in a drawer.
Yeah,
and basically
that's what I mean.
Basically making it, making it sound like basically make the past 10 years of stories completely
worthless
meaningless because
nobody had a lot of people had a problem.
Said that all along.
I had a problem
with
that.
Yeah, because even if they're not anything in that universe, it doesn't mean they're not anything in another universe. And Loki is smart enough to go yank and just go surfing through a universe until he finds a universe where those stones work.
Yep.
That is the dumbest thing ever. That's like keeping a gun in a jail cell. It's like, it may not have bullets in it, but it doesn't mean that criminal's not going to figure out how to manufacture some bullets that work in that sumbitch sooner or later. They got time.
But on top of that, just the whole thing of that, it was Kang who orchestrated everything that's happened. So it's like, okay, so not a single character that we've been following for the past 10 years of stories had their own choice.
Yes.
Didn't make their own choice. Didn't have their own autonomy. It was all Kang.
It was all Kang.
I had a serious problem with that.
Yeah, I've not seen one. You know what's funny is I've not seen one Kang thing. I've managed to avoid
one Kang thing.
I have not seen one thing with him in it yet. I have not seen Ant-Man 3. I have not finished Loki. I only watched like the first episode, so I didn't get to see him yet. What else was he in?
Antifa Man,
he was in the comics. That's it.
Was he in Black Panther or no? I didn't see that shit either.
No.
Loki?
I've not watched hardly any Marvel movies since Endgame other than Guardians 3, Spider-Man.
There's a lot
I did
of
go to see Thor and Strange, and the only reason I went to see Doctor Strange is because I actually thought that was going to be a sequel to No Way Home and Doctor Strange, not a sequel to WandaVision. And Thor: Love and Thunder was just torture.
But remember, Black Panther did have one thing. Akuka Akodia, or you call him Namor. You have that.
Black
You gotta have that.
Black Panther 2, like, it's not that I didn't. It was just kind of. It was just. It was just there. It wasn't like I was expecting it to be so horrible, but it wasn't really good either. It was just kind of just.
I can't get with BP2 because it's like. So let me get this straight. So every other character can have their actors replaced. But because Chadwick, but because for some reason you can't, but because for a stupid reason you can't replace T'Challa. He has to die in the same film and also in the same way. Let's not forget that too, which is that extra disrespectful because you can't even give T'Challa an honorable death.
Well, it's because they can't be inventive at all, and that kind of bothered me because
that really did bother me.
At first, I was like, you know what? You shouldn't even do a Black Panther 2. You shouldn't kill him. I said they should have just left him alive, used footage of him in the background, and you just have the story go that, since his father died and everything like that, he's been taking care of all the political things, so he just hasn't had time to be Black Panther, but you just have him in the background once in a while in news footage, and they refer to him. And then a couple years down the line, you bring in Shuri as the new Black Panther. Not in the second fucking movie. Right after he dies, because then I was with Mark on that one because for the longest time I was resistant to recasting him because I'm not a fan of that. But he was right. He was like, that was a
No,
very
Mark was
important
100% right.
Yeah, he's like, that was a very important moment and character for young black men and boys
Mhm.
and stuff like that, and black people in general. And I'm like, okay, I can understand that. And I can see where you're coming from. He's like, it would have been better had they just recast him to keep that going and keep that alive.
Well, I mean,
and he's
what
probably
was-
right. The movie would have done a hell of a lot better, I think.
Look
Because
at
that's
the
what
series
Chadwick would have
Spartacus.
wanted.
Look at the series Spartacus. They recast, and it went on and did some pretty good business.
Well, I just want to bring up Don Cheadle as War Machine. They did
Right.
that early on, and people said, "Oh, Terrence Howard didn't want to come back." And I get that it's a different cultural impact, but at the same time, it worked. People bought into it, and they just went on with the story, and it was just.
Yeah, but they screwed that up. They screwed that up in that
War
stupid
Machine,
series.
War Machine, the fucking scroll. He was a James Rhodes was
They-
a scroll this all the way since Civil
Yeah.
War. It
Since
makes no
Civil
sense
War,
whatsoever.
he was a
If
scroll.
everybody
watching
was a
those
scroll,
TV shows.
everybody would have figured it out at that point.
That means that when Tony died and he died in his arms, he was a scroll and he wasn't Rhodey.
Yep.
It wasn't the real Rhodey.
Are you
That
I
serious?
don't
sucks.
see that shit, and I don't accept any of that crap either. It's so beyond.
Serious. And then it was just like,
Well,
okay,
that's dumb.
let's get into this whole thing with Secret Wars. Let's bring in Amelia Clark's characters because Marvel likes to be like strong, powerful characters, having Captain Marvel be the most OP character, and then you bring in another OP character just as much as Captain Marvel. What's your point?
I can't believe Sam Jackson.
Just like, okay, you're able to absorb the powers of every single, and even getting Drax's tattoos, which makes no sense whatsoever, because that's not what's part of his power sphere and such like
Yep.
that. I'm like, you're just making OP characters that make no sense. So we now have another OP character running around.
That is more powerful than Captain Marvel,
Yep.
who's supposed to
Like,
be the most
fuck off.
powerful being in the known galaxy.
Fuck right off. Sorry.
Super Scrolls.
Oh shit!
The only thing I want to see as far as Captain Marvel's involved is
The porno.
Rogue.
No,
Rogue.
the
Rogue.
X-Men cartoon. The X-Men episode where Rogue steals her powers.
Yeah.
Don't show her feet.
What
I don't know.
about the
I
Thanos
didn't.
one?
Okay, so I didn't see Shang-Chi. I didn't see Eternals. I didn't see Love and Thunder. I didn't see Wakanda Forever. I didn't see Quantum Mania. I did see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I didn't see the Marvels. And I haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet. So I've just
I take it
missed
back.
almost.
I did see. Go ahead.
I'm just saying I've missed almost the last like 2-3 years of
Yeah,
Marvel
I didn't watch
movies.
Shang-Chi, and I didn't watch bits
I
and
didn't
pieces of
watch
each
any
other.
of
I did watch
anybody-
Shang-Chi. It was okay.
To anybody watching, I just want to remember everyone: the Marvels was a flop.
Oh, I
The
did. watch
Marvels
that.
was a
I
flop.
forgot.
Was it?
I didn't watch
The
that.
Marvels
but I
was
No,
a
I didn't
flop.
see it.
I saw
I
clips.
The
Use
Marvels
that,
was a flop.
use that black magic, baby. Uh-huh.
Yellow Flash forced me to do it. I'm still thinking about suing him.
It's black girl magic.
Black girl magic. Yeah, God
Magic
help me.
off.
God help me.
I didn't like
dude.
Quantum Mania either. It pissed me off.
I
Oh, you
I
mean
didn't see it.
you mean Antifa Man Commie Mania? Because that's what I got
Oh.
from it.
Horrible.
I heard about that. I heard he's like, well, socialism isn't bad at all. Blah blah
I was
blah
like,
blah
get the
blah.
hell out. I was like, get the hell out with that.
One of the main reasons to me that movie flopped is because it didn't have the guy with the car, like the Mexican with the car.
Oh.
There's this guy.
He wasn't in it at all. Like that was
No.
the best. That was the
Like, you've aged up. Okay, so you aged up his daughter, which makes
With the
sense.
car
Like,
that goes bouncing up and
turn her
down.
into this, Antifa-like person who came straight out of UC Berkeley, who's probably out there, protesting with everybody else in USC right now. But that's beside the point. It's like, what the hell is this? It just
Well,
turns out it was a very.
I think
game.
from what I understand, I didn't see it, but the last Ant-Man movie was supposed to be the setup for Kang, taking over the whole
Uh-huh.
Marvel.
Yeah.
I found out there was a million other Kangs.
The plot just sucked. It
It
made
was
no
Kangs
sense.
and shit.
There's no way that mother would have been saved in the second movie and not told them what the hell was down there and kept
Exactly.
it a secret. Come on now. They just made all that shit up on the fly to make a third movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jonas J.
Especially
Campbell
Hellfire.
just posted this.
What?
Oh yeah, that's because like, well, did you guys see what I was posting like a couple weeks ago? Like, they leaked
Captain
out
Falcon.
the new Falcon and shit. Yeah, the Hispanic Falcon, and because McDonald's said, "Fuck you, Disney. You had a movie that's supposed to be out right now, and we're scheduled to do Happy Meals and stuff for it. We're putting them out. We're not rescheduling our shit again." Like, I think that's what happened because this movie's not set to come out for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I also got something that somebody told, I think is what the Red Hulk looks like too, and it looks horrendous.
Bucky should have got the shield.
Well, duh.
Yeah. The more I think about it, and I was listening, I forgot what I was listening to earlier.
Especially with
but
that arm.
The more I think about it, the more I think about it, the more I became much more middling to somewhat lukewarm about Endgame. Honestly, just because I think there was a lot of I think it's incredibly flawed, and there were a lot of problems that I had with in terms of continuity and such like that. The more I think about it, in retrospect, that's just me. Real quiet.
Everybody got all quiet.
Yeah,
We're sitting there thinking back, trying to remember. You know, that's been a while. That's been a long time ago. Marvel has not had a hit in a long time.
Oh, also don't forget that the Falcon, was like there's this whole thing with the Israeli superhero in that, and that everybody's throwing a fit over now, being included too. Because
is that what he was? I thought that what he was.
Well, there was one. There was like another superhero in the film that is supposed to be an Israeli superhero, and everybody's throwing a fit over that now.
Wow.
I don't know.
Marvel's cooked. They burned their own house down, and they killed the golden goose.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Marvel Comics were taken over a decade ago, and it's been all downhill.
Yeah, that's why I said Endgame was like technically my last MCU film, because I knew exactly what was going to happen, because I've been following what's been going on in the comics, with the 2016 Civil War II, the whole all new, all different Marvel, and knowing the fact that Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel was never going to catch on,
and
no matter how hard they tried.
X-Thems. Yeah.
X-Thems. Of course, Ironheart. Of course, I saw Ironheart coming a mile away. America Chavez.
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff,
Yeah, let's go root around in the garbage and find some Iron Man stuff, and then
I have a huge back catalog of comics to go through, and a whole bunch of stuff on my backlog to buy. I don't need new comics.
Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the next Tom Holland Spider-Man film that they do just pull it and just introduce Miles Morales, right away.
I like turtles.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Turtles.
I like turtles.
Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Miles Morales.
You can't say that.
Oh no.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you? Oh shit. All right. I think we're gonna kill it. It's been fun. It's been neat. I appreciate everybody. Guys, let us know if you got something going on. We'll start with Punk Waddle, go around, because I know Dave Bob's just gonna be like, I'm just chilling.
I got my normal video drop tomorrow. Ponderances of a Penguin, Ice House, and then we'll see where I pop up out throughout the weekend. Definitely, Ironcaster's back in the evening, so we're doing Mech Pit. Chats on Monday nights is fun. We've been talking about Knights and Magic anime this week, which is a pretty fun one from a few years ago that kind of like 17 that was a sleeper. Really fun stuff. So just hanging out with those guys throughout the week, and same old, same old.
Yeah, Shellback. What are you and Dickless getting into?
What? He went to the bathroom, so he told me that I could say goodbye to everybody. So goodbye, everybody. But first, before I say goodbye, everybody, yeah, I got to backtrack a minute. And okay. So tomorrow night, you can catch myself on the hey, Snow, what's that show called?
I think it's called the Tuck and Roll. I don't know where Snow is.
He's
Okay,
probably
good.
making pizza rolls for his kids.
Yeah. Good talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tuck and Roll tomorrow night at like 7:00 or something Pacific time, I think. Yeah. And can I do the special Tuck and Roll?
Yeah.
Okay. No. It's not that. It's Skull and Tuck and Roll.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Rudolph, you got
you.
something.
Yeah.
You got something.
Oh shit.
Right there.
Okay.
Your nuts are showing.
What?
You mean lack thereof?
What?
Your nuts are showing.
Yeah,
Your three balls.
You got 3 balls, but no.
Yeah.
Nothing to attach
Yeah,
it
they're balls, not nuts. God damn it.
Since our snowballs. Since Snowdump isn't here,
Snowballs.
we'll go to Mary.
I don't know what my streaming schedule is right now, but just check Twitter. But I do know that I will probably finally do my first karaoke stream on June 1st. So if y'all want to sing, come out. Saturday night.
Saturday night is ladies' night.
And I'll probably start it a little earlier than it'll probably be like 7 Central.
Okay. Mahogany.
Okay. Listen, I just want to take just a moment to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody. Not just for the Monday, the Monday show that we had, but for the, all of the wonderful birthday wishes, because I wasn't just spoiled by you guys, but my coworkers spent 2 days spoiling me with gifts. And you guys made this probably one of the best birthdays I've had in, such a long time. And I cannot thank I have to thank each and every single one of y'all for it. You guys made this birthday so much special for me. So
I didn't know you had a birthday. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Now you're old enough to vote.
Ballless. Thank you so much for that, guys. I really appreciate that. Shit, I got a bunch of stuff. Tomorrow I'm going to be sending all the batches out for the April batches out. I'm going to be sent out tomorrow to everybody who joined the channel. So thank you for that. Of course, tomorrow evening at 7 is going to be part 7 of our playthrough of Stellar Blade. And new stickers made it to the shop. Get these out. Once we get these, it's part of a new Stellar sticker project. Once we get the first 10 sold out, I'm going to do an immediate restock and add 10 more. And I've already got another design on the way. So check them out. Etsy shop, links in the description. Like I said, I cannot thank you guys enough, of course. And as always, Machiny in the morning, Monday through Friday at 7:30 and at 7 right after Loki's Moore's Mischief. And I think I'm going to put together another commentary video, and this time will be about the whole Microsoft layoffs, because that actually made me more angrier than I realized that I thought it would.
They don't know what to do. They got Activision and they don't know what to do with themselves. But it's not Phil, dude. No, listen to this shit. It's not Phil. It's the two bitches that run Microsoft. It's the CFO and it's the CEO. It's not Phil. Bill tried to stop it. I shit you not. Bill tried to stop it. It's these two women that don't run Xbox. No, they're the head of Microsoft. They're the ones who shuttered all 4 companies. That's why Phil was pissed, because he just went out there and talked about how valuable those companies were and how badass those games were
if you want to go there, what about then if that's
I'm not
the case,
kidding.
then how do you explain Matt Booty with his chief marketing at Xbox was coming here saying we need High Five Rush right now in the town hall meeting when y'all shut down Tango Gameworks just before that?
I'm telling you, look it up, dude.
That, then?
It's the CFO and the CEO of Microsoft, not even Xbox. Don't fact check me, dude. I swear. Do your little homework and fact check.
Angry, man.
Bill tried to. I read a whole damn thing about it today. Bill tried to stop it, and they were like, "No, this is what you've got Activision. You have to deal with this." And that was their exact words. You got Activision, you got the studio you wanted. This is what you have to deal with now. He tried to stop it. I'm not kidding. They have cut his balls off, and this is what you get.
Okay, and I've said this before. This is exactly what's going to happen when you bite back in the ass. So you're trying to go this consolidation route and basically thinking that you're Disney or even Embracer Group buying up all these studios and not doing anything with them.
Yep.
This is the exact thing that was going to happen.
Yep. But I'm not kidding, Bill. He did. He tried to stop it. He did his best. It's the CFO and the CEO of Microsoft, not even Xbox. They are running the show now, and they're the ones who're saying, "No, you're getting cuts. This, and this are going. You got Activision. Be happy you got Activision." I kid you not. I didn't want to mean to get you all hyped up right before we left. You brought up Xbox.
Just send me if you can send me some of the articles. And stuff
I will.
Look into that because
I was reading it earlier today. Because I couldn't believe it either. I didn't know why Phil would do why he would do something stupid like that.
Exactly.
And then I read that and I was like, well, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? These two women who know nothing about Xbox are the ones making the decisions and cutting his balls off. I could not believe it. Phil lost control. Yes, Phil has lost control of Xbox. Microsoft is now making all the decisions at Xbox.
Yeah, and it's basically just driving it right out. It's a dumpster fire. And there's even more there's even talks of even more layoffs.
I'm sure.
Because we're close to what, 25,000? We're close to 25,000, halfway towards 30,000 at this point between this year and last year in terms of layoffs. I've been keeping up with this. We have over 20,000 layoffs already between now and last year.
Do you know how many people worked at Xbox when they made the 360? When they debuted the 360? 3,000 people worked at Xbox. That's it. 3,000 people.
And you know what? That horrible launch of the Xbox One still haunts them till this day. Yep. They're still haunted 10 years later. Yep. Sorry.
Oh, Tom's gone. I was gonna shout out Tom. He's like, I'm gonna slip out quietly. I don't know if he's doing Mead Radio. I don't know if they're doing karaoke tonight. Hopefully CC's okay, brother. If you see this, we love you. We miss you. I hope you're okay, bro. I know it sucks getting in accidents, man. I'm just glad you're alive because skiing accidents, that's some dangerous shit. So get some more mead. Get more mead. Chris Per's just throwing out the mead.
Before we leave, join us next Friday. Stone Cold Loki, Arwen, Avalon, and myself on Loki's Mornings of Mischief, the Week in Review.
Don't miss the Warcock.
God, the Warcock and the sausage.
Oh my God.
That's a breakfast of champions.
That's a heck of a movie trailer voice there, Dave Bob.
That's a breakfast of champions. I like that.
I can get serious every now and then.
In a world that had gone absolutely mad, there was a mischief maker, a rooster, and one badass chick with some sausage.
And a box of wine.
And a box of wine.
Sassy Southern Belle with some sausage.
I got sausage and wine, y'all.
And cats. Don't forget a cat. Don't forget a cat horde.
Twinkies, baby. Twinkies.
Twinkies, dip the Twinkies. With special guest, that one chick from Mary's Game Room. Who sings? Who sings?
What you mean? That one chick from There's Something About Mary's Game Room?
There's something about Mary's Game Room.
No.
There's something about Mary's Game Room.
I hate that movie. You know,
they don't know.
I hate most things that involve my names. There's like, I hate just about everything that involves my name. And that is one of them.
So you are contrary.
Mary.
No, yes,
contrary.
that bullshit and like cockle shells and all that crap, whatever.
I once in high school dated a Mary, and yeah, she got a lot of that crap too.
Yeah, it's annoying. And there's another one too. Mary. Oh, Mary, why you like? Oh,
did you just throw up?
No,
that's a classic.
So.
Anyway, guys, we're out of here. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend enter. We'll see you on the next late show with Loki and Snowed Up. Have a great one, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Goodbye.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.